All right. Are we live? Sorry, friends, a bit rusty on this. Let's see if my new settings work. It's supposed to be 1440p now. Hopefully somebody can verify that we're actually streaming and, come let us know how this is doing. If it's buffering on my end. Well, we're about to see if this works. Hey, Nick, thanks for showing up. Is it buffering? Is it playing? My preview is just showing a giant buffering loop thing. Can you hear me? Error, YouTube's not receiving enough video. Hey. Is video coming through? Can you hear me? I am. Okay, good, cool. Maybe I can monitor that on my phone too. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Great. I'm glad. Can you see my webcam? Is that working? I have to remember to look up. Great, cool. I appreciate it, guys. Have I been through the ringer? And I just cannot believe what happened today. You're in Janesville, Nick M. Wow, yeah. Tell us all about it. You will not believe the crazy. There's some buffering. Okay, I'm sorry. I've got 1440p as an experiment. I definitely have the upload speed for all that. Hey Shaz, an earthquake just happened where the Dixie Fire was earlier this afternoon, and weird things happened to me. I kid you not. Myself and C-Probe. C-Probe's the pilot mod. You guys remember? Yeah, Space Lasers, definitely Carney. Hello, guys. So glad you guys are back. Yeah, I'll give you an update on myself in a second. Yeah, 5.5 earthquake. They at first thought it was 5.7. So the epicenter is right next to the dam. They call it Canyon Dam for a reason. And so at first they called it 5.7, and it was 5.4. And so 5.5 is what they've settled on, but earthquake aftershocks just keep happening. And so I'm so sorry I'm late to the party. You will not believe what happened. I was in a Zoom meeting with C-Probe, and I'm now a volunteer member of something called ODART, which is, where's my cheap piece of paper for describing it? Oh, crap. Excuse me, friends. Oregon Disaster Airlift Response, yes. Team, that is, there's a handout over there. Wherever I put this thing. I have other, I was about to go live to just promote that. And so guess what it's for? It's for the emergency disaster relief where pilots can, when roads are blocked and there's landslides and wildfires or earthquakes, mostly for earthquakes, it's for recruiting, volunteer pilots to deliver aid and supplies. So in the middle of the meeting, we're like, wait a second, what happened with Almanor? It could be, Nikim, it could be. I don't know if I can change my, on the fly, the whole 1440p thing. There's a stupid widget that it's, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, well, it doesn't say what we're supposed to do about that. Yes, it's right next to a dam. You built a dam on a seismic fault line right next to a volcano. I mean, yeah, PG&E is yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. So this is Lassen Volcano. We call it Mount Lassen. This is the, excuse me, I zoomed in too much. Look at my second monitor here. This is the peak here. Let me get the little pen out. And do describe what happened in the area. My father and my aunts have been reporting from down by Marysville. Even in Sacramento, they felt it. And I'll show you the KCRA KCRA, which is Sacramento's news teams, um, their little blip about it. Now, as I was debating, should I even go live? There was an aftershock that's 3.0, so I decided yes, I should. And that was 15 minutes ago, was the very latest one, looks like. I could barely read that. 22:45. Wait, so it's 23 now. Sorry, about an hour ago. I'm still used to. I'm used to AM and PM. I also I'm not recovered 100% from my long illness here. Yeah, if you guys want to turn down 720p, that might help you. Like, don't watch this in 1440. And hey, Vanessa, yeah, we have somebody. Nick M is in Janesville, which is where I stayed. Janesville is, there's that pen thingy. Let's get pink. There's Susan. Sorry, use the actual pen. Here we go. Oh, the pen doesn't transfer across monitors. Okay, let's drag it over here. It don't work. Okay, it no worky right now. I know. Beyond the Badge, hey, thanks for being here. Yeah, people hate it when I show up because there's been a disaster, right? So, yeah, there's massive volcano in Mount Lassen. I've got some old photos, and if I could find videos where we were walking on the boiling mud flats where they put a little walkway. It's called Bumpus Hell. You can't make this up. Thanks for being here, Shaz, and everybody, Strange Reverend, all the mods. You guys are amazing. I want to mostly talk about the earthquakes and such, and then like maybe go on about a little bit about my health struggles, like afterwards. People tuning in about the earthquakes shouldn't, have no idea who the heck I am, shouldn't have to suffer through what the hell is she going on about, But it was the winter of my discontent, that's for sure. With my brother dying of cancer and I have another close family member that just got diagnosed with cancer. So it's been a double whammy. And every time I was just about to do my update stream, I'd get this other bad piece of news, right? So, but my health is really improving. Knock on wood right now, knock on wood. So let's see if I can fix the stream real quick. I hope I don't have to redo live. Is it buffering terribly? Like, is this really annoying? Because I don't know if Streamlabs is going to allow me, get that off of there, to change this on the fly. So I'll just depend on your feedback there. I don't even know what people are supposed to do about this, like what the meaning of this error message is if you can't do anything while it's in progress. Excuse me. Nick M said I felt ground up and then down, but not side to side like a normal earthquake. Oh, that's freaky. What I want to know is if we can go back and look at those alert wildfire cams and do a time lapse. They take an image about once every minute. So most earthquakes last less than 1 minute long. But we might be able to see some shaking. And I do have a message for people. Do you live downstream of the dam? It is unlikely, but it is a possibility that this is not the worst quake. There's no such thing as an earthquake, and I'll elaborate. I'm not trying to alarm anybody or cause fear, panic, or anything, but if I lived downstream in the Feather River Canyon, I wouldn't go to sleep there tonight unless I was significantly high up in elevation, because this wouldn't, there is precedent for somewhat minor quakes and landslides to occur, and then it turns out not to be the big one. The big one comes later. So my thoughts are this. I am a lay person. I've had education about earthquakes, volcanoes, oceanography in a really loose, college introductory, but talk to experts kind of setting, like a do you want this to be your career? And at one point, I wanted to be a volcanologist or a marine biologist. I couldn't decide, so I took a combined class that was kind of a strange hybrid experiment. So there's no such thing as an earthquake. There are a series of ground movements, and scientists will take the most powerful one, that will be the quake, right? But there's always before and after, usually. And so those will be called foreshocks. Any smaller quakes before the largest one, and aftershocks are smaller quakes after the big one. It's not just a one-time fault movement, it's adjusted. So there'll be a slip, an adjustment, a settling, if you want to call it that. A fault is just a broken part of the Earth's crust. It's broken rock and such underneath. Just take an egg. The easiest way to explain this, like in a class, is take an egg and say, this is your egg. You take a spoon and you whack it on the top, and you know, like a boiled egg gets cracked, spiderweb cracks all over it. This is your egg on fault, you know. So it's the Ring of Fire. And if there were to be a worse seismic event, I don't think the people downstream would have a lot of warning. If I lived immediately in the Feather River Canyon, just downstream, I'm talking Paxton, the Ketty, Y, a little bit further downstream, Belden, those places. I would go camping a little bit on higher ground tonight. And I feel like a jerk saying this at 11 p.m. Like everybody in the mountains goes to bed early. But it's pretty bad buffering. Okay, guys, I will fix that. I may need to restart, but I will fix this. Yeah, that's because it's on my end, but thank you guys for trying that and letting me know. So, first of all, let's see if I can change settings on the fly. I don't think I can. But I can tell you the quake was a deep one, moderately deep. And that's because the nature of quakes is you feel them far away if they're deep, and they do little damage, though. The shallow ones are what you don't want. The shallow ones do, for their, scale, like 5 point whatever it is. They do more damage at the surface, but they're not felt that far away. The fact that Sacramento got shaken up and some people reported things in Napa, it's a deep one. That's good. Now, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've lived there, but I don't know that there's been any other quake like this since Lassen shook to life, which is a little disturbing. And it erupted in the time of World War I, so people forget that. It was like the Mount St. Helens before Mount St. Helens. The side blew out. There's a devastated land. Just sparsely inhabited, so there wasn't loss of life. But a couple times, geologists almost got killed, and bystanders and photographers. So we'll be looking into that. Let me see if I can change this setting. Okay, I'm going into settings. Let me go to stream and output and recording. I apologize, I don't have this all set up. I was on the cusp of setting this up. So it was so weird today. I just purchased another desk. I'm trying to make a 3-desk and 3-monitor setup. And I had assembled the first desk. And I said, man, tomorrow I might be ready for streaming. I can get this all set up. So I had the whole room torn apart to assemble the other glass desk. And then C-Probe went on a flight today to ready a plane for this ODART exercise. And this is the most ironic of all things. It's to help wildfire places. We were just talking about, wildfire affected places. We were just talking about Plymouth County when we got word that the quake had hit. And Saturday is a exercise, which I plan to be streaming on Saturday, day after tomorrow, and tracking where the planes are. But they're going to take all the volunteer pilots who are free Saturday, and they're going to take a Are we back? Jeez. Okay, my headphones just turned themselves off. I just got new headphones. They're supposed to be fancy, and they sound like the crappier ones I used to have. And if there's nothing audio coming in through the cups, it'll turn itself off even though I'm talking through them. Oh my God. All right, so we're learning on the fly here. I did buy an identical set of my old headphones, even though they sound like dog dirt. We'll roll with it. Thank you, mods and everything, for monitoring and stuff. Dustin M said in Indian Valley the shaking was side to side, but not really up and down. Oh goodness. Shannon Scott says, good to see you. Move to Penn Valley. I'll be glued to your channel come fire season. Yeah, there's prayers for everybody, like pre-prayers. I am a bit concerned about wildfire season. The heavy rain we've gotten and the snowpack is actually bad. Weeds have probably been growing up, and as California almost always reaches 95-degree temperatures by mid-May,